Welcome home. We are WNST, AM 1570, Towson, Baltimore. We're Baltimore Positive. I am wrapping things up. This will be our final segment here at Koco's, because when Marcella comes on, it means it's time for me to eat. Marcella Knight is here. She is the proprietor, along with her mom, at Koco's Pub. They've been having this place how many years? What year?
40.
That's right. I got the glass the last time I was here.
Yes.
So 1986.
Our big 40-year anniversary this year.
Well, I'm going to take home one of everything. And yeah, so I stopped in here 2 weeks ago. I had done the show downtown, and I was really jonesing some ribs. My wife was out of town, and I'm like, I'm going to get your ribs. I'm going to get your coleslaw. I'm not getting a crab cake. I'm not going to get coconut shrimp. I think I did get a salad. I think I got a Greek salad to go because that goes with everything. And I went home, and, you know, I take your ribs off the bone, and I take your coleslaw, and I get me some Hawaiian rolls, some King's Hawaiian rolls, and I take your – I'm going to come up with a new name for your ribs. You ready? They're the Def Leppard ribs. You know why they're Def Leppard? They're hot, sticky, and sweet. They're hot, sticky, and sweet. They are hot, sticky, and sweet.
That's a good one.
This is why you can't hear me, because you got your headset on. Now
my
you can hear.
headset was backwards.
You're backwards. That's all right. You're fine. I fixed you up. So they're hot, sticky, and sweet from there down to their feet.
Yeah.
So that's what I do. I take
like
your
it.
ribs home. So people say crab cakes, and I'm going to take one home tonight. I'm going to get my Bay's English muffin. I'm going to do it all up. But you put a burger up last week that I wanted. And I came in. I did my yoga class. I'm soaking wet. It was like 8:20. I got off the mat. And I'm like, can I get there by like 8:40, 8:45? Because I'm like, how late could I get here, even if I know you? If I show up at 8:51, am I going to be able to order? Do you order till 9?
Yes, you can order till
9. As long
9.
as I'm in here by 9.
Yes, sir.
Because I was 8:41, 8:42. I sat down. The Orioles were on.
Yeah.
And I'm like, do I have to hurry? Do I have to hurry? And they're like, come on, dude. Chill out. Just get what you want. And I'm like, I'm here for burger night. And then I chickened out.
Oh.
I got a Greek salad. I got a cup of cream of crab soup, and I got coconut shrimp because that's what I get when I'm here.
It's so hard when you go out because you want everything and you have to narrow it down. And you go in with something in your mind, and then you get there and you change it.
I drove down here today.
I do it all the time.
I ate like a proper breakfast this morning with blueberries. I ate about 8:30, and I came here about 11:30. And Dr. Steve was my first guest, and I have props. You know how your chairs hurt my butt, right?
Right.
And you know that the first time I was here, you gave me a sweatshirt to sit on, and I go right from here to the chiropractor. So my chiropractor came here today at noon. This is the magic wand here. This is a travel seat called a Koco that I got, and I left it on the plane in Lima, Peru last month, and my wife got herself one for Italy. I've been sitting in this seat for...
Now, did you use it on the airplane?
Listen, I sat down here at 11...
Or just when you were there?
40. It is now 4:50. You know I've only got up to pee. I haven't eaten anything. I haven't drank anything. I've done 5 straight hours of radio, and I feel good as new.
Wow. And that's a blow-up.
You blow it up, not all the way.
It's not even like Tempur-Pedic or anything.
No, it's just velvety on the outside. It literally is like a pool thing. It's like a pool wedgie. It's just you blow it up right here. You got the little thing, and you can let a little bit of air out here. Now you don't want to put too much in it because you put.
Then you'll be bouncy.
Yeah, then you get real bouncy. Now my wife liked it, but her feet are shorter than mine, so she got herself a thing. So now when I'm with you, when I do the show at Pizza John's next Friday, it's like sitting down. Then when I do the show at Lexington Market, I stand up. I prefer to stand up. But
I stand all the time.
This has been a game changer for me.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have it in the car. I have it in my office now. I have it in my chair. It allows me to adjust my back.
Look, I got to tell you something. My husband taught me this.
Okay.
Posture. Because, you'll find yourself slumping
like this,
over or you're working at your desk. He said, take your fingers and go like this.
This
right here
out
and then out.
Out and up.
Yeah. And look, it just makes you completely straight. And you can do
I
it when you're walking. Yeah.
Oh, that feels good.
And I'm like a different person when I sit up.
I feel better. Man, you make slinging crab cakes here look easy, but how many crab cakes do you really sell
here?
It's
hard work.
You do them all exactly.
All by hand. It is my neck, my shoulders, everybody that does them. Like our backs, our feet.
You do. I see. Yeah. Like I've seen everybody's got like a technique about it. but it is a repetitive. AI's not going to come and make your crab cakes.
I end up, going home with stiff
How
shoulders.
long do you go? 30 minutes, half an hour, 45 minutes before you take a break? You got to take a break.
I mean, like, there's some days we make them for 8 hours straight. Multiple people making them 8 hours straight. It's a lot of work.
Well, thank God people love your crab cakes. I mean, I came in, I ran in here a couple Fridays ago because I was coming from Fadley's, and I got your food to go home, and I didn't pay you for it. It's a long story. And I came back in on Tuesday night, and I sat here to watch the game, and there was a fellow at the bar. He was playing with his Uber, and he clearly wasn't from around here. He really was talking to people at the bar. He's been real super friendly. He's from Cincinnati. And he said to me, I got to get an Uber. And I'm like, where are you going? He said, I'm downtown at a hotel. I said, how'd you get it to Koco's? He's like, well, I did a search, and I'm in Baltimore for 4 days, and I thought every night I'm going to go to a different place for a crab cake. And he said to me, I went to Nick's down at the harbor the other night, and everybody said Koco. So I came up here, and he said, what a lovely place. And all I've done is met nice people, but everybody here is like from here. He's like, I feel like a tourist here. And I'm thinking, you have people all the time.
Oh, my gosh. We have so many people from out of town that come in. Normally it's on a Saturday because a lot of people travel on Saturdays. Some people will drive to Baltimore just to come here to get a crab cake. From New York, New Jersey, Virginia. We get people Delaware.
And you're like a real Baltimore place. You're not at the harbor. You're not in any weird tourist thing. Like Koco's, when I have Marvin Lewis on, he plugs you.
Yeah.
He's like,
he's ordered our crab cakes.
I know he has because he tells me he orders your crab cakes. The reason he orders your crab cakes is because Dave Petramala had your crab cakes and that whole lacrosse, Bill Belichick, Petramala's Mafia gets their crab cakes from you.
Yes.
I got to get him on a show. Get him over here.
You should. That would be great. He used to come in all the time. Haven't seen him in a long time.
Well, he hadn't coached here in a while, so I got to get him back.
Yeah.
But I know you
he would love it, yeah.
But, I mean, the reputation of what your mother did here with a pool table to where you are 40 years later where I just say your name and it's synonymous with crab cakes. Like, like all the people that have been doing it longer than you were doing it. And certainly in more touristy areas or Phillips or the places people have heard of, you've built a reputation through, like, legitimate people come and get your crab cakes and they're blown away and they want to tell other people about your crab cakes. That's the truth.
Well, before social media, our only form of advertising was word of mouth. And I guess with social media, it still is word of mouth. It's just really exploded.
Well, the mayor loves your crab cake, so he...
Yes.
When he was the city council president, he said he would only come here for a crab cake. That's what he told me.
We don't advertise,
Except for me.
Except for you.
Small donation.
Occasionally we've done a Baltimore magazine ad,
Well, you won the best of the when the Bay did their event.
Yes.
Now, listen, I'm not going to throw Marty Bass under the bus, but I'm going to throw Marty Bass under the bus. People don't know Marty and I are real close in the real world. Like, Marty, one night my mother was on her deathbed and wound up living another 13 years. My mother was in the hospital at Bayview about 2005, 2006, and it was the night before Thanksgiving, and my wife and I were out having Thai food, and we ran into Marty and Sharon, who I've always been friendly with Marty. Marty said, you're coming to my house tomorrow for Thanksgiving. I'm not going to let you. And then for the next 12 years, we had Thanksgiving at Marty's house. And
nice.
Marty would insist that my mother come because Sharon's mother was Southern and alive at the time. And probably her mother was probably in her 80s at the time. My mother was in her 90s at the time. So Marty Bass and Sharon made me and my wife and my mother Thanksgiving every year for a decade. Till my mother passed.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. So Marty and I are close. So Marty's never really... Marty, you're leaving. I'm going to tell the true story. Marty worked for my competitor because of 105.7 The Fan. He was never allowed to come on. And then he had a relationship with 93 with the famous woman, Laurie DeYoung. He was always her person. So Marty's hasn't been on my radio show since last century. Marty used to do my show in the 90s.
Wow.
So Marty's retiring now, and it's where's Bass, where's Marty, and all that. And Marty's been saying to me for like a year that he's never been to Koco's, and he's dying to come to Koco's. And he hears me talk about it all the time.
Right.
And today was the day to invite Marty here, except he's on his anniversary vacation this week. So when Marty gets back, the next time I do the show here, maybe in June, whatever, Marty, you owe me. Marty's coming and doing the crab cake tour with me here because he hasn't been here.
Yeah.
And I think he should come in and do his own segment here with you before he ends his run at 13, I think.
Yeah,
I couldn't believe Marty's never been here.
Yeah.
Because you're like an
I don't
institution.
know that he ever has. Yeah.
And I know, he's told me he hasn't been here. So I'm going to take a picture of you and me, send it to him, and say, get your ass over here before you retire.
That's right.
Retire off to Alabama and all that. Who am I going to blame for the bad weather now that Marty's not doing weather anymore? Because when the weather's bad, I blame him.
Okay.
It's Marty's fault
Yeah.
when the weather goes bad. You tired? You all right?
I'm fine. Why?
You let me do all the talking. You ain't talking.
You always do all the talking.
What do you get me for lunch today?
What would you like? I think you're going to have a crab cake.
To go?
Yes. Maybe some ribs to go with it.
I did that 2 weeks ago. I'm trying to be different. You know what I saw come by earlier, and I've been jonesing it? You make really good wings here.
We do make really
and
good
you do
wings.
steamed shrimp. I saw somebody
Yes, we do steamed
had
shrimp.
just like regular steamed shrimp. I don't want to say I haven't seen it on your menu, but I pass it by.
Okay.
And I've been trying to do things
Our crab
different.
dip's really good too. I don't know if you've had the crab dip.
I'm
Our
not a
crab
crab
dip
dip
has
guy.
crab in it, like a lot of places
Don't.
Don't.
That's why I don't get it in
Right.
other places.
Ours actually has crab in it.
Crab dip. Give me a vat of friggin' mayonnaise and give me
Right.
bread to stick in.
No, ours is really good. And it's got a little sherry in it too. So that's a
Well,
nice.
your cream of crab soup is the best. I have not had any better. If anybody wants to argue with me on any of these points, bring me a better coconut shrimp, and I will say it's better than Koco's. Bring me a better bowl of cream of crab soup, and I'll say it's better than Koco's. I won't. Now, in the crab cake thing, I get too many arguments with people, and your crab cakes are different than every crab
Right.
cake's different. And I tell people, you know what? Get them all.
Right.
That's what I tell them.
They're all good.
Order some Koco's crab cakes right
Everybody
now,
has
wherever
their
you are.
favorites.
Stop by and get them raw here. Take them home. Sit at the bar like I do for an Oriole game from time to time. Ship them the way Marvin does to Scottsdale, North Scottsdale. You do whatever you want.
But it's crazy. People are so passionate about whichever crab cake they love.
But they should try a new one.
Right.
That's what I
you
say.
don't have to stick to just one.
And if you've had them all, and I have, you would know that when I tell you that if you order crab cakes from here, you will love these crab cakes. But they're not going to taste the same as the other crab cake you've had because they're different. That's all.
Right.
Where did your mom get her recipe? Do you even know? Is it family or no?
No, just working in the business. You know, she worked down at the pump room on North Avenue when I was a kid.
Where was that?
It was on North Avenue.
I don't know. I've never heard of the pump room.
I was a kid, and it was a crab place.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I know about like Bud Paulino's in Highlandtown.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's a lot of old school, the Glenmore Gardens and Bricky's and just all these places that existed when we were kids. But they were crab houses mainly. You weren't famous for having a crab cake. You just had a crab cake, right? Back in the day, there was no delineation. Because I always think like crab cake to me was special crab meat put together with mayonnaise, mustard, some Old Bay, my mom with breadcrumbs, regular breadcrumbs, and she would throw it in a pan and pan fry it. That was a crab cake in Dundalk when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But your mom did these.
I mean, I grew
pieces
up.
of
I grew
art.
up with coddy cakes and was happy.
Right, fish cakes, right?
Yeah.
My mother, when we didn't have, she would get salmon in the can, mix in some celery. I don't know what it was. I mean, it tasted pretty good, but it didn't taste like a crab cake. It tasted fishy
Yeah.
to me. But crab cakes, did your mother serve them at home when you were a kid, or was it more like
No, it
the
was
business
something-
took on its own life of a crab cake, right?
I mean, she worked at the Olympic Lounge over on Greenmount Avenue, and that's where she started making crab cakes because she ran the kitchen over there. She
Olympic
tended,
Lounge
she
sounds like
kinda
a
did
Greek
everything.
joint to me.
It
Is that a Greek
It
joint?
is a Greek joint.
Greek joint. You're a Greek family.
Yes.
That's the Cocos.
Yes. So, that was before she came here and opened up her own place. And then, we had crab cakes here at the beginning, but it was so small. Food wasn't the main thing back then. It was more a neighborhood bar than it was food. We had a very small menu. Whatever my mom went to the store and got that day is what she put on special. We didn't have a regular menu at all.
Sure.
Like you came in, you
didn't
had
have
no
like
idea.
a real kitchen at the time.
No.
Right, yeah.
So
bars, all they had were toasters that made hot dogs back then.
Right.
You had a hot dog grill. If you were lucky, somebody in the kitchen whipped something up. That's the famous thing about Frank and Teresa's Buffalo Wings in Buffalo at the Anchor Bar. It was literally she had chicken laying around and a bunch of vinegar and blue cheese, and the guys were playing cards.
Yep.
And they're like, Teresa, get in the kitchen, make us something here, honey.
Right. That's
and
how
she
it
came
was.
back with chicken wings, and that's what the thing became, chicken wings.
Then we're
right?
all eating wings.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, hey, the boys in the bar need something to eat. Get them some.
Right. And then crab
Well, it was
cakes.
always pretzels and peanuts is what bar food was, right?
And pig's feet, and behind the bar, the big
Pickled?
pickled pig's feet.
Oh, geez,
and
you're
pickled
making me
beet
old
eggs.
now. Ah!
Remember those?
The only thing I knew you had when you had that was a pool table and a jukebox. You had a jukebox.
Yep, we had a jukebox.
And you probably had bikers outside.
We had poker machines, jukebox,
and motorcycle parking.
motorcycle parking. It was a different
Well, I
world.
mean, this Koco's is really just a Baltimore love institution, and I always say, like, don't tell the staff that I like them as much as I do, but I always say, like, you got the best people to work here, and
Thank you.
I know that probably means more or less to you than anything about like talking about the food, but the people that I always see here that sling it. I always thank the kitchen when they sling me out those coconut shrimp that I love so much.
When I get reviews, like, it is so important to me that when I get reviews about our staff, because everyone knows we have a good crab cake. That's something that everybody rates about, which is awesome.
And you can come in the
Never
front
get
door,
tired
just
of hearing
walk out in the
that,
bag.
But
even the people you're going to meet here are going to treat you
right,
different.
the way that the customers are treated, it's amazing when I get those reviews of how much they love the atmosphere and the staff.
So I'm a guy that orders food from non-sponsor locations. I don't talk about them much, but I did promote all of them with my tastiness, and I promoted you and your coconut shrimp and your cream of crab soup, all my favorite things that I eat. And I do order from a Chinese place, I order from a Thai place, I order from a Vietnamese place, things that you don't have on your menu, right? And things that I love. And I will say it can be spotty and shoddy about ordering online and checking a box, and I'm old school, like I'm doing the show at Pizza John's next Friday. When I go to Pizza John's twice a month and I get pizza or cheesesteak, bring it home. They're my sponsor. I love them. They keep us. They're the reason we're here doing what we do. People like Marcella, people like Damie down at Faidley's, opening a new place in Catonsville. These are Pete at Costas and Nick last night. These are my friends. When I order from Pizza John's, I call 410-687-7733. I know the number. And I talk to a person. And I say, I'm picking up and I want to give a carry-out order, and I know all the women that work at the front counter. They're afraid of me. They don't watch you and me. They think I'm going to do something. They're afraid of being on the show. But I want them all on the show because they're like your staff. I see them when I get Pizza John. There are some places when you call and you give an order, sometimes not first language English, sometimes they get it wrong. My Chinese place double ordered for me last week. I'm like, why was that $38? And I looked in the bag. It weighed 3 tons. They gave me 2 shrimp and broccoli. So I didn't, and I'm okay with all of that. But there is something about, like, customer service that has been lost. My wife worked for Verizon. They helped me feed my family. Customer service, not so good. Southwest Airlines. Call the 800 number. They might call you back in 20 minutes now.
Yeah.
There really is something about having humans here and the same humans, and that goes for all of my local sponsors and the people. When I'm at Lexington Market, I see the same gals that have been working for that family, same guys have been working for that family forever. There's something about Baltimore, local, small business, all the places I work with that you patronize that are different than a chain place,
Yeah.
And I think that's the glue that holds me when I go to Amici's. My friends are there.
Right.
When I go to Di Pasquale's, not only are they there, your husband's there.
Right.
Right? I mean, and you
Right.
live down there. There really is something about that feeling when Nancy Longo comes and does my show with you or at Di Pasquale's. That's Nancy. We pass her place at Pierpoint. We know where she is and where they are. And that staff, when I see Boz behind the bar, and he made me a delicious Shirley Temple earlier today. that means something to me. And I think that's part of the charm of Koco's, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's old world Baltimore. You don't have that everywhere anymore.
The guy from Cincinnati that was at the bar recognized that. When he was getting his Uber, he's like, man, this is a special experience. Come watch an Oriole game, have a Koco's crab cake in an Uber when you're staying at the Sheraton downtown.
That's so cool.
You know,
I love hearing
so
stories like that.
I talked to this guy, but he was flirting with everybody. He wanted to know about Baltimore and where things were, and he was a sports fan. And I said, Memorial Stadium was right. Oh, really? Where was Memorial Stadium? So I got the phone out, got my coconut shrimp. I wiped my hands off, and I had my phone. I'm like, it's just right over here by Montebello. You could have walked. So, there's a history lesson for people here at Koco's. People come in. You're going to be mobbed here with the graduations, right? Morgan State.
Yes.
You're about to go in. She won't let me do the show in May.
Yeah, May's killer. Between Mother's Day, Preakness, graduations. Yeah, it'll be nuts.
All right, get 11 ounces every time.
Get ready.
11 ounces every time.
Get my shoulders ready.
Marcella's been my friend for 34 years since the Emerald Tavern back in the day. By the way, my two of my best friends, their band, is playing at the Emerald Tavern on Saturday night. So
really?
I'm thinking about going over the
going up for old time's sake.
Yeah, the Cultivated. My buddy Ace, who was in my band, is now in the Duran band as well. They're playing over at the Emerald Tavern, where I met Marcella and her mom many, many years ago. Loved your mom. Doing okay?
She is doing okay. Yes.
Well, you got Mother's Day coming up.
I know. I'm looking forward to spending the day with her.
I did a Mother's Day gift turn today that I will end the show with for you. My friend Steve Elliott's mother is battling some of the issues that your mother's battling, Mildred. And I've known Mildred a million years. Up at Elliott Chiropractic Life. Steve came here today. He's not going to have to adjust my back today because I got the right seat. But I wanted to get adjusted with Steve last week. And I said, dude, you haven't done the show in like a year. I'm at Koco's. And he and Allison love your place. And I said, you got to come do the show. He said, when are you doing it? I said, next Thursday, and I know you're closed in the afternoon because you're my chiropractor. You don't work till 3 o'clock. I said, I'm doing the show. That's why I hit you. He said, noon to 5. He said, all right. He said, listen, man, I'm with my mom that time of day. I'm like, does your mom like crab cakes? He's like, oh, yeah, she loves crab cake. I'm like, get your ass over here and do the show. So he was my first guest today.
Nice.
So Steve came by today, and his mom had a Koco's crab cake for lunch today.
So he took her crab cake afterwards.
So I got a guest out of it, and one of my sponsors and friends, Steve Elliott, took your mom
and I didn't get to meet him. That makes me feel bad.
Well, I made sure he took a picture of him and Mildred with the crab cake.
Okay.
So Koco's Pub, here for you, here to ship anywhere.
Yes.
And the next couple weeks, it's going to be a little crowded up in here, so don't feel guilty about ordering to go online.
Right.
They will have it at the little green station here waiting for you in a bag.
Or call us if you need a reservation. We take phone calls for our reservations. We don't do those online.
Even me, when I go home today and I get the raw crab cake, you're going to give it to me in the little container. You give me the little card. It has the parrot on it, and it gives me all the instructions that I don't listen to because I make crab melts out of your crab cakes because that's the way I love them the most.
I like them small, too. They're good when you break them in half, but people are enamored with that big crab cake.
Not me. No, I break it into 4 little crab cakes. Sometimes I put it in a frying pan. I don't tell you about it. I send you a picture of it. But I do all sorts of creative things with all 11 ounces of that delicious jumbo lump, perfectly seasoned, perfectly slurried, either with your hands or Liz's usually in the back. How many people make crab cakes here? Plug them all.
4. There's 4 of us. Liz has actually moved on.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay.
She took a started a career in real estate.
Way to go, Liz.
So, yeah, she left us back in January.
All right. I miss you already.
Yeah, she had been with us, I think, 12 years.
Wow.
That was a really long time. So
I met her and her husband at your holiday,
for
your big 40-year event. I met her husband here at the bar. We had a beverage together.
And that's Sebastian's sister.
I knew that.
Yeah.
They grew up in Mayberry.
They were on your show one time.
It's not Mayberry. It's Mayfield or something. I call it Mayberry.
Yeah. So, yes, Liz has a new career. So we have Kate making crab cakes now, who's one of our managers.
My hands aren't big enough to do the 11
And Kate just celebrated her 20-year anniversary with us. We had a party, a happy hour we threw for her and all the staff on Monday up at El Salto in Perry Hall.
Chips and salsa were had.
Yes. So we have Kate. We have Billy, who's been with us probably about 15 years. Eric, who's our kitchen manager.
Slinging.
And myself.
Eric had the least amount of fun of anybody at your 40th anniversary because he was bougieing out, showing off.
Yeah.
He had this corn
But you know
up
what?
here. I'm still talking about the
He loves
corn.
what he does. That's what he loves to do.
He's the specials guy.
He loves to entertain. He loves to make specials.
Well, if he loves me, he'd make that burrata and red pepper burger that was on the menu Tuesday night. You always run out of burger specials.
Well, why didn't you order it Tuesday when you were here?
I came here burger night, didn't even order the damn burger.
I know. What's wrong with you?
Because your coconut shrimp are too good. And the cream
you
of
can
crab.
always get the coconut shrimp. You can't always get the burger special.
Can I say something about
That's why it's a special.
This is little details that restaurateurs think of. I love your saltine crackers that you do with your cream of crab soup. They're better saltine crackers than any other saltine cracker I get. And it's something about the salt's baked into the cracker. It's not salt on top of a cracker. It's salt in the cracker.
In the cracker, yeah.
It makes it taste
Crackers
better.
are salty. And I mean, they have salt
They are
on
saltines,
them, but they are
legitimate
inside.
saltines.
Yeah.
These remind me of something I would get like in New England with a clam chowder, and that's why I love them.
Oh, nice.
But I love your cream of crab soup. Like, I told you I was going to do a cream of crab soup tour or a crab soup tour. I don't know that I would top your cream of crab. You have to wake me up early in the morning to do better. I'll argue Maryland crab because everybody does it different. I like mine with bacon and okra and weird things that some people say that's not real crab soup or whatever.
I like it like that too. We do put okra in ours.
I like it down and dirty. I want it southern.
Yeah, I like a little crab meat in it for flavor.
I want a little bacon in there.
But a lot of people don't eat pork, so we try to not have that too.
Well, they don't know what's good. That's all.
Well.
I'm getting your damn ribs and taking them home because they're good. Def Leppard wings. You like
Def
that?
Leppard.
I'm
Leppard.
No, the ribs. Def Leppard ribs.
Sticky sweet.
I'm hot,
From
sticky
your
and
head
sweet.
to your feet.
To your feet. That's it. Is your jerk seasoning spicy?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm out then.
It's jerk. Yeah, it's definitely got some heat.
I saw them coming by on the wings, and I smelled it, and I thought
It's got
it
some
might
heat.
be a little too spicy for me.
You don't eat spicy, so maybe
I don't like really spicy.
You would probably just like the basic barbecue then. The barbecue
You do Old Bay wings, don't you?
wings. We do.
That's
we do.
what
Honey Old Bay is really good.
That's
too,
what I
yeah.
get. I get the honey Old Bay when I'm here.
They're really good.
They're hot, sticky, and sweet too.
Yep.
From my head down to my feet.
And salty.
Marcella's here, ready to make you crab cakes. She has the crab cake makers, 11 ounces, the size of her mom's hands. You can order them online. You can ship them. Do what I do. Come in, Oreo game, get yourself an orange crush, get past somebody behind the bar to make you something right, and then go off the menu. I mean, like, you had PEI mussels in here the other night.
Oh, yeah. Eric made a really nice special with those. They were Thai green curry mussels.
The specials are always special, and burger night's Tuesday night. And don't come here like me on a Wednesday looking for the Tuesday night burger.
Sometimes you can get it. It depends.
Well,
It
that means
just
it wasn't
depends.
popular enough.
Well, sometimes people can't get in here, and they come in the next day and
You made me a
enjoy it.
teriyaki burger about 3 years ago that had the pineapple on it.
yeah.
That was the best burger I've had here in this restaurant.
Really?
Yeah, that was.
Huh. I'll
That
have
was
to tell
it was
Eric
a
to run that one again.
teriyaki
I don't think they've done that in a
pineapple
while.
burger, and it was abundanza is what it was. Even though you're Greek,
See, I'm more of a traditionalist. I like a basic burger.
you just want cheddar.
Yeah.
Like,
just like my pizza, I want pepperoni.
really?
Yeah, I'm
You're
like
not
I'm
bougie?
like a traditionalist.
All right, well, meet me at Pizza
Yeah.
John's next Friday. I'll have you on. I'll show you with green pepper and meat sauce and olives, onions, even though they don't agree with me, sausage on there, pepperoni on there.
Oh my God.
My big thing lately's been the Hawaiian, which is ham and pineapple, but add pepperoni.
Okay.
Because it gives you that extra
That
spicy,
spice. Yeah.
pineapple-y perfectness with the ham.
Yeah. See, pineapple and pizza don't go for me. Not my
To
thing.
East Baltimore is what she is, bougie. All right, come on out to Koco's, everybody. I love them. By the way, which ticket do you want? You want the
Okay, let's see
Bay
what we got.
Bridge? Hold on.
Ooh.
Horses and Assateague. We have horses and
Ooh.
Assateague. We have, well, you are the crustacean lady, so we have mollusks, crustaceans, heron, and birds. And then this one's been really, really popular. This is the boardwalk one because it's orange and it's Ocean City. Which one do you like the best? Horses,
God,
bridge,
I love animals, but I love the bridge.
eating the crabs. You like the bridge?
I'm going for the bridge.
You get the bridge. All right. Hold that up. Brought to you by the Maryland Lottery. These are the Maryland Treasures. Real artwork. We had winners last year. I am having my first checkup since I was 30-something, and I'm almost 60. I'm going to be at GBMC next week. Cross your fingers. They're going to take my blood. I'm going to pass out. I'm going to hold my wife's hand because I'm a sissy, which is why I haven't been to GBMC, but they're trying to keep me alive because I'm getting older and everyone should have a checkup. So go have your checkup. Yeah. Our friends at Farnan and Dermer, they check up your HVAC and your AC and your plumbing. Don't do what I did, spring a leak like I did at 6 a.m. 2 weeks ago. My wife's screaming at me. I'm in Minneapolis. I had a wet awake. Zach sent Sean. Sean took care of the leak. My wife had a bucket. All is well in the Aparicio household. She's back. She went to Italy for 2 weeks, and I went to New York, and I took a picture at Italy. So that's the closest I got to Italy. So my wife lost weight, 15 days, eating her face off in Italy. She lost 5 pounds. So
wow.
Hats off
Probably
to my
from
wife.
Running around seeing all those sights.
All she talked about was steps in churches.
Yeah.
She went up steps and down steps, up steps, down steps. I was sitting here at the bar eating coconut shrimp at Koco's while she was in Italy. So my thanks to Marcella. My thanks to all the guests that came out today. Gary Adonato stopped out. Andy Cobus was here. Former big league player Casper Wells was at the bar having crab cakes as well. And Steve Elliott, who adjusted me, as well as the American Diabetes Association and their big fun walk coming up on May 9th down at Harbor Point. They have recruited
Mother's Day
me.
weekend.
Well, they knew I walked 15 miles through New York the other day. Come on, walk a mile through Baltimore. Going to get good weather on May 9th. And my friends at GBMC had me out last week and walk a mile in their shoes for sexual abuse awareness and assault awareness. Very important. And they got this DNA thing now that women who have been sexually assaulted anytime in the last 23 years, there may be some opportunities to catch the person that did this. So I'm going to be talking more about that. I talked to the new president, Perry, out at GBMC. He's going to be joining me in a couple weeks, too. So lots of things going on. Ravens are drafting players. Orioles are trying to win games. Luke's at the ballpark, and I'm back for more. We are Baltimore Positive, AM 1570, Towson, Baltimore. Come by Koco's, get the coconut shrimp, and, yes, get a crab cake to go. They're delicious.